So I'm recording and I'm clapping 3 times to sync afterwards.
Yeah, I do the same.
Are you 3 or 1?
3 or 1?
Do you clap 3 times or 1?
No, I always just make a weird sound so it can synchronize the sound.
Okay. Yeah, I'm always clapping 3 times because I see it in the timeline better. No, it's more easy to sync.
Nice.
But are you using auto sync?
No, I have a good ear actually for syncing.
Okay. Yeah, me too. So I'm doing a visual sync. Oh, they are friendly here in Amsterdam.
Not always.
No?
No.
Okay, she was friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been explaining to you the ketogenic diet, no?
Yep.
Which I'm using for increasing my brain performance.
Yep.
And actually the way it works is you are reducing carbohydrates to around 5 grams per day. Or 50? I don't know, maybe 50.
Yep.
or 25. It's a very low amount. And the main source of energy is fat. And you try to eat only once or twice a day. So in my hardcore times I did like, I think nearly 0 grams of sugar. And I was eating once a day. And I had 23 hours of break. So that means your body gets forced into burning fat and cannot use glucose anymore. No? There's no glucose left anymore.
Yeah.
So that means that your mitochondria, which is a part of your cell, will burn fat bodies instead of glucose, and they have more energy. So 1 gram of fat has 9 calories instead of only 4 for glucose molecule. Yeah. And also the waste products are less or even 0.
Amazing.
And in your brain, this changes the performance of your brain. So I was realizing much more focus, much more motivation.
Okay.
And that's called the ketogenic diet.
What do you think? Because if this trend comes from Silicon Valley, is it for increasing the efficiency of workers in a way?
Yeah.
Can you appropriate that also for other motivations in life?
Yeah, it's much more healthy.
Yeah.
So there are some evidence that it might help against Alzheimer's and other dementia, because actually high insulin, which you only get from sugar, is having a lot of damage effects of your body. And I think we are really on the bicycle track here, no? Okay. By the way, this is Emilia. So we are in Amsterdam here. We met at the Data Natives conference.
Yes.
And we found out that we both are cypherpunks. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
So we are talking a lot about AI, how AI transforms the world to the good or how to the worse.
Yeah.
About information cartels,
yeah,
which are collecting all information about us and trying to control us, and how to prevent it.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about your film project, maybe?
Okay, if I can put it into words.
No, take your time.
It's a speculative fiction project on different development paths from the present, where we are kind of exaggerating 3 worlds which differ in who has power over data, with what incentives, and how that power is used.
Okay.
And one of the worlds, which is maybe the most familiar, I borrowed the concept of Shoshana Zuboff, which is surveillance capitalism. And that world is driven by profit. You can imagine the whole continuation of that. But the atmosphere that is driven forward, or the rhetoric, is very much that of ease, of fun, of this kind of, and yet it has an underlying alienation. It's a very strange world we live in.
Okay.
The second one, the techno-totalitarian, is a kind of technology-enhanced authoritarian state.
Yeah.
And the third one, which is still the most difficult to put into words, is driven by the civil society.
Okay.
So the whole, how the society functions, is somehow based on shared values.
Driven by cypherpunks, maybe?
Yes, and also it was very interesting what you mentioned about Switzerland. Maybe you can say more about that. Yeah,
actually, I was telling you, so I'm now in Switzerland since nearly 12 years, and I needed 10 years to adapt, because in Switzerland every Swiss guy is a little policeman.
Yeah.
And if you do something wrong, for example, if you're driving in the wrong direction, you get like scolded.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, such idiots, they are like Yeah, you know, if you're from Germany or even if you're in Italy, it's like it's always kind of against the government and we do what we do. And in Switzerland, since you have the right to change, how do you call that special law?
We could just call them the base laws.
The base laws, but you had a term.
Amendments.
Amendments, yeah. So you can change the amendments in Switzerland, and that somehow gives the people the feeling that they are part of the whole process of
decision making
yeah,
and
yeah.
power. Use of
yeah,
power.
and therefore, if you break the rules in Switzerland, you are actually breaking the rules and the values of the Swiss people.
Yeah.
And I needed 10 years to realize that.
Yeah.
So I think now I'm ready. In autumn, I can apply for citizenship in Switzerland, and let's see if they want me.
Will they make a moral check or some kind of indoctrination?
They have interview. So
okay.
and actually it's not regulated, so they really decide on if they like you or not.
Okay, so that probably they can feel your Swissness in,
Yeah,
in that.
yeah. Okay, so I think I'm most interested in the third world.
Yeah.
So in the third world, in your
Can dive there.
in your video, and I think the main drivers in this world is anonymous communication.
Yeah.
And blockchain technology. So I'm a huge fan of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin as the
Base.
let's say, the base and all the other, let's say, proof of work blockchain technologies which are emerging. And also a big fan of PGP, the let's say distributed network of trust.
Yeah.
So we had some nice conversations before, so I was explaining her how this works. And yeah, so the only thing is I'm feeling like I'm the only person using it. There is also the BitMessage messaging protocol, and yeah, I'm quite alone, so I'm really feeling alone. Please join the movement and write me encrypted messages. I will put my BitMessage ID into the description. Yeah, it's basically it. So we are now on the way to your university, or where are you going to?
No, to East Amsterdam.
Okay, what's in East Amsterdam?
It's a different part. It's less tourists,
Okay,
more diversity in culture.
okay, okay.
You will see.
Okay, and are you studying still? You said you are going to school, or?
Yeah, I'm finishing now 2 masters in the summer. The
Two
other
at the
one,
same time?
Yeah, there will be like 2 months difference. The other one
Okay.
is in collaborative and industrial design, which
Okay.
is more design research.
Okay.
And the other one is in Sandberg Institute here in Amsterdam. It's a film department called Shadow Channel.
Ah, okay.
It's maybe a more political, more critical place, more
Okay.
experimental.
Okay.
And I think they feed each other quite well.
Okay, but how do you consider yourself as like a cypherpunk filmmaker, or?
I wouldn't yet put like an ideological tag, but more
Okay.
questioning and more believing that prototyping or accelerating development in the present can
Okay.
inform decision making for what futures we want to work for.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, that's my.
So anything else you want to add?
Everything is based on trust, especially the discussion on privacy and transparency.
Yeah.
So so that's maybe the next video could be about that.
Awesome. Okay. And I want to add: trust nobody, only trust the math and use public key cryptography.
And I add the counter argument that there needs to be trust that is based on human trust as well.
Okay.
But this is another discussion.
Yeah, let's add the human trust ratings, which comes from the humans and not from a centralized government,
Yeah.
to our blockchain-based public key cryptography secured system. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's try that. So I will implement that tonight and publish that as open source.
Great.
Okay. Thanks.